What just happened to Terra Luna and how is it going to impact the rest of the cryptocurrency market? Less than 1 week ago, Terra Luna was sitting at $80 and at time of this video is trading at 2 cents. With $31 billion of TVL in April and has since lost $29.72 billion. There's a lot to uncover here, so let's get into it. For starters, let's understand how Terra's ecosystem works. There are two entities, Luna and UST, an algorithmic stablecoin that is pegged to $1. Previously, $1 of Luna could be transferred into $1 of UST. You could then stake your UST on Anchor Protocol for 19.5% APY. Back in March, the Luna Foundation Guard, also known as the LFG, started buying Bitcoin in order to back up UST as a defense mechanism because, again, it is an algorithmic stablecoin, which means it does not have a reserve. By April 26th, they have amassed over $1.72 billion in Bitcoin. We later find out that this is the first vulnerability that the attackers exploit. From the research that I was able to gather, the attacker then borrowed 100,000 Bitcoin and created an OTC deal of $1 billion of UST. It had been publicly announced that the LFG was moving from Pool 3 to Pool 4, and in preparation for this, on March 8th, they pulled $150 million of liquidity from Pool 3. This is where it gets really coordinated and really interesting. It was then that the attacker used $350 million of their UST that they had previously purchased to drain the rest of that pool, evaporating it of all its liquidity. Because of this action, this was our first sign that UST was depegging from the dollar. As a defense mechanism to repeg, the LFG sold some of their Bitcoin that they had previously purchased for this exact moment. This selling of Bitcoin, of course, put sell pressure and brought the price of Bitcoin down, leading to a large domino effect again of
sell pressure, pulling out, panic, market dropping,
thus completing the depegging of UST. The obvious question remains, will Luna or UST ever recover? Now, the unfortunate circumstance is that the tokenomics of Luna and UST were built so that now Luna has such a surplus supply that it will be very hard for it to recover. The unfortunate reality is that trust is lost, and even more so, Do Kwon, who is the co-founder of Terra, has always been very, very polarizing. Check out this tweet where he essentially threatens somebody after they highlight the vulnerabilities in the Terra ecosystem. Now, whether you are betting on the recovery or not, just understand that even at 2 cents, we can go a lot lower. With rumors that this was Citadel or BlackRock controlling and manipulating the cryptocurrency market, are regulations to come? Was the government creating the problem so that they could later solve it? Only time will tell. If you're curious and want to stay up to date, give me a follow.